And we are live. Welcome to Out of the Draft Podcast, Season 4, Episode 12. I'm Dylan.
I have Cody, aka Cody the Bear.
That's all we got for you tonight, folks. We may have some more coming later, but everyone else is busy, and that's great. Everyone has lives and they're doing things, so no worries on there. we just the brothers just get to talk. It's going to be the brother episode. Honestly, this weekend was a lot about family, according to Ty Gibbs and the Gibbs family, especially after him winning the Cup race. We'll get into that in just a few. Uh, we did have two other races that we wanted to talk about, but before that, you doing okay? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Good weekend, good week overall. Just been a really chill week. How about you?
Uh, honestly, nothing. We both were busy this weekend, so we didn't really watch a lot of the race. So all of our truck
Yeah,
and truck and O'Reilly opinions are gonna be like, eh. But the Cup, we
like from a
obviously,
little of from like 10 laps is what we've seen. It's like
yeah.
what I've seen with O'Reilly. So
Honestly, I'm okay to just not talk about the truck race.
I would
I'm
say just we can just talk about like what happened in
uh,
the winter and stuff.
yeah. So the biggest thing that happened was Ekis, um, hooking Heim and causing like Heim and two other of the people that were dominating the race, which was Honeycutt and Riggs. Those were like the top five for most of the race. They kind of got into a big accident. Did you end up seeing the accident?
Yes, I was able to see the accident.
Uh,
Um, Very stupid. I feel like, in my opinion. Haim, I feel like he was being a little aggressive, like with multiple
yeah,
people. And I mean, Exes too. Like they were both like moving people out of the way. So I feel like I guess they're going to collide at some point when they're running in the front. I mean, what Heim did, I feel like it wasn't necessarily wrong. Like he dove it off in there. That was kind of how he took the corner. He moved him up a little bit, and then I feel like there's no doubt like Ekes can defend himself. Like how it's him not like he's coming down a little bit and misjudged it. Like he definitely turned left to hook him and wreck him. So I mean, that's kind of the unfortunate circumstance out of it. The fact that Courtheim almost had it saved going into the corner, and just like the elevation is probably what honestly wrecked this truck anyway. But very unfortunate for Honeycutt and Riggs that got involved too because they were fast as well.
for sure. I honestly, I mean, I picked Lane Riggs to win the race, so I honestly didn't think what Ekis did or what Heim did was bad. I mean, I feel like what Ekis did was he was just trying to make sure he wasn't out of the groove, because during the truck race, the outside lane, unless you were Ben Rhodes, you couldn't use it. Like, and he was driving three truck links deep into the corner just to even make it work. Um, but like, I understood. I wish he was just more aware of how long his truck was in the front. I feel like it cost Heim $350,000 because he would have won the 500, if he would have won the race. But overall, after that accident, we had a couple more wrecks. Kyle Busch was at this point, and then he was trying to save fuel because he couldn't make it to the end. He just needed to save like five more laps, and under caution, he hit the kill switch, and in the middle of the corner of one and two, he like the truck died, and so he went from
Yeah,
first to like seventh, maybe eighth. I didn't do the meme joke on purpose, but
yay.
but I think you know I think Kyle would have honestly won just based off you couldn't really pass. Like there was the truck race. There's the arrow was so bad. Um, so after talking about that, Christopher Bell ended up getting the lead. He ended up winning. So I guess we get to rate the race now. For what I saw, I thought it was a four. Like it was not good. It was literally what we saw at Martinsville for the Cup race. Everyone just on the bottom, no passing. If you did pass, it was just because they got way out of control. So that's my rating. How about you?
Um, I think just off of what I seen kind of towards the end. Obviously, hearing Jamie Little make a call at the end of the race is probably going to make it worse anyway. Um, yeah,
Yep.
Chandler Smith was close. Remember that. So
He was
um,
close.
he was close.
He didn't tie Gibbs
Um,
though.
um, I would say I'd probably give it like a five, so right in the middle, right average,
Yeah.
average race. It wasn't horrible, but definitely wasn't the best.
Yeah. I agree to that. Would you like to highlight some finishers before we move on to the O'Reilly race?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and obviously we have the winner, Christopher Bell. Big fan of him myself, so heck yeah, proud of him to get a win.
Yeah.
Truck down in trucks.
Yeah. Da
Chandler
picked him.
Smith finishing
So
second. Yeah, he must be pretty happy too. Chandler Smith getting second, winning the 50,000 for the truck challenge. Also, that was weird. Fox did not like tell him about that. That was weird.
yeah. Well,
Um,
so they told Chandler like, hey, you won the 50,000. Come to find out, he doesn't win because he didn't win the race. So like, Fox was like, hey, you won $50,000, and he was like, yo, no way, that's awesome. What? And then 2 hours later, he tweets saying, I just found out that I don't actually win because I didn't win the race. So I'm like, that is the biggest. Uh, I'm just gonna say it, blue balls for like money you could
yeah,
ever have. Like that
yeah.
was that. I mean, he was about to have a $50,000 check, which in that series, that's a lot of money. Like that's probably one
Oh
race
yeah.
or maybe two, like off their yearly earnings. So I I mean that sucks,
Yeah.
but good.
Step brother would have been a little bit more happier if he would have got it.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Gio Ruggiero, third. Ross Chastain, fourth. Ekis the top, they run at the top five. Dawson Sutton running seventh, very impressive from him. Joe Garcia running sixth. Once again, also Ben Rhodes getting outran by Jake Garcia. Obviously, Ben Rhodes was fast, but he wasn't fast the whole race and enough to stay ahead of him like that. Bush and eighth. I feel like that's kind of pretty low for where he was running the whole race. Hemrick in 12th. Um, Stuart Friesen 16th. Andres Paris, he got wrecked like three times that race and still finished 17th. So that's pretty impressive. Suarez in 18th. What the heck? Mini Tyrell with the top 20. Carson Ferguson, 21st. Obviously, had Wayne Riggs 22nd with being in the wreck. Corey Joey, he was just like irrelevant the whole time, I felt like. Um, and then obviously, Troy Link, Kid and Honey kept being involved in the wreck 30th and 31st.
For sure. We obviously had an O'Reilly race. Larson was in the field. Connor Zillich was in the field. What other Cup guys? Was that it?
If you want to talk about it, I can find out.
Well,
Like,
realistically, Kyle Larson dominated the race. Uh, he won stage one, stage two, just like he did it at Darlington. But he did end up not winning the race. Connor Zillich stayed out on old tires while the 88 pitted. Uh,
no, it was just them two,
okay.
Larson and Zills.
And a couple. I don't know if anybody else stayed out. I couldn't remember. But Connor just got the best of him. I mean, he just had the clean air. He kind of had the momentum. Brett Cruz was in the mix a lot tonight, or that night. At the end of the race, Larson and Brett Cruz kind of had a weird moment and 3 and 4 after Brett hit the wall coming out of the tube. And one of our things that we're going to talk about, me and DJ was actually going to talk about it live because we actually had a disagreement on what we thought about um, the move. DJ, um, DCD's on his way, so that's awesome. DJ was saying that Larson didn't do anything wrong. Um, there was nothing wrong with his move. He kind of just slid up the racetrack, and he tried to make a slide job. And I was saying that was kind of it was a rude move, right? Like I didn't think that was like the move that you make for that time and that time of the day or the race. I mean, I understand it's like crunch time and you got to win, but like you got to think you're a cup guy racing a 19-year-old kid who probably looks up to you, right? In a sense, and you're just kind of making a slider that's desperate. Like you're not gonna you were never gonna clear the guy, in my opinion. And so he thinks it wasn't dirty, but in my opinion, the only what made it like a douchebag move. Not I don't think it was dirty. I think people do it all the time, especially in the dirt series, which that's what he's known for. You know what was not okay is when he gets his hip check, his front wheel, right? Like he checks him and then moves Brett up the racetrack towards the wall. If he doesn't move Brett, the pass is clean. In my opinion, there's no room. I'm fine. But the fact that he moves the 19 up the racetrack, that's where I think it's not okay. Just based off of like, not saying it's not a wrong move, or I'm not saying it's dirty. I just think it's I think if you race like that, you don't care about everybody else. You only care about yourself, which that's fine. That's what racing's all about. But like at the end of the day, you're there to teach these kids how to race and how to go win, right? Not run like that. Because guess what Brett's gonna do? The next time he's around someone, he's gonna pull that same move, right? And he's not gonna be able to clear the guy, right? And put someone in the fence and then cause a huge accident. And guess what? Brett looks like the wrong guy. But he's like, but a Cup guy just did that to me 2 weeks ago. You see my point? Do you see where like I
Yep.
felt like that was just not the right move just for who Kyle Larson is and who Brett Cruz is? Now, I know Kyle's not thinking like that. Like he's trying to win the race because he's a winner, right? That's Kyle Larson is the best driver in the world, right? He he likes to go win races. He doesn't care who he's racing against. This is just what he does. He will make sure that you're lifting. He doesn't care if he takes your lane. He doesn't care if he rubs you. That's totally fine. But I think if you're moving down a series, I feel like you have to understand what you're doing as an ambassador of the sport, if that makes sense. And so I know I just talked a lot myself. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. Also, Dylan, welcome in. How are you?
Good.
Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
welcome in. Um, yeah, I'll go ahead and comment on it. I feel like it was definitely not the right move. It was just disrespectful on his part, and I feel like as like you said, as a Cup guy coming down to race an overall race, yes, he's a winner. He wants to win, no matter what it is. I don't know. I feel like just no matter what, as like you said, Britt probably looks up to him, honestly, knowing how he is, and I mean he's arguably the best driver in the world. So I mean, you're gonna look up to someone like that, and for him to come down and race you and leave you no room and fail a slide job. Um, like you said, DJ, and you were going to talk about that live. Of course, he thought it was a clean slide job after what we've seen at Chicagoland in 2018. So that was probably clean to him. Um, but I think it definitely could have been handled better on Larson's part. He could have like maybe started off in there, but not slide up as much as he did. Um, so I get it. He's trying to win, but out of respect and being a top cup driver, um, if you want to call him, since he hasn't won since last May. Um, but I think it's on his part should be a better call on him to do better, in my opinion.
what's your thoughts?
Um, Honestly, I turned it on 13 laps ago. No pun intended, honestly. But I was at a concert and happened to catch it, so it wasn't. I don't think it was a little egregious, but it wasn't horrible. But he definitely could have raced him a little cleaner.
Yeah, I just think
Definitely.
like I said, I have no problem with the move because I mean it is short track racing, it's Bristol, Rubbings racing. Literally, I love to see contact. That's why my favorite track is Martinsville, right? Like I know that I'm going to see contact, but like I think who you are, But I also don't think Kyle Larson makes that move if he hasn't been on a winless streak in the NASCAR series. Like, I mean, he hasn't even won the O'Reilly race in a long time since last year. So, because he didn't win Darlington, right? So like, oh no, he won in Vegas. I'm sorry.
He won Vegas.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But like, my whole point is like, I don't think he does that. If he may, but I just don't see him being that desperate in that moment. If he's won a couple cup races since 36 races ago, that's just how I feel. But enough of me. We obviously had a different winner, Connor Tillage. Congratulations to him. He just stayed out on old tires. He did his thing. The funniest thing about Connor Tillage winning was he posted a tweet saying Unk still got it, even though he's 19 years old. Like, he is not an Unk, and you're gonna have it for a very long time. And everyone in the comments were like, "What? Like, who has been saying this about you?" But that just shows, like, he's young and he's funny. But overall, the race, we can go ahead and rate the race. I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was way better than the truck race, but I also think Sunday's race is better. So I'm gonna give this one a 6.2. I think it was a little bit better than average.
Obviously, I mean, Dylan talked about it a little bit ago. I wasn't able to catch any of it at all, because we had plans on that day. But I think from what I've seen, just from a few videos on YouTube, uh, Instagram, I think the race was okay. I've seen like the last couple laps, well, the last like 10 laps with the video of Larson doing what he did. But I think the racing overall, from what I've seen, was pretty decent. Cup was definitely better in my opinion. But it was definitely better than truck, so I'll give it a six. I'll give it a 6.
Like I said earlier, call it like the last 10 or so. So I'll give it like I'll go right with you. I'll go like 6.2.
That's great. Cody, you want to highlight some finishers there for us?
Yeah, I'm pulling them up. So we got Connor Zillage first place, Larson in second, Brent Cruz in third. That was a great run by him all night. Also, he started 17th and ended up finishing third, so pretty impressive by him. Allgaier in fourth, Quapple in fifth, Sheldon Creed in sixth, so Wallach in seventh, Corey Day in eighth, Parker Retzloff with another top 10, finishing ninth, Taylor Gray in 10th, rounding up the top 10, Ryan Sieg just outside in 11th. He ran pretty good as well. Rajah Caruth in 14th. I think this is his best finish in the 32 car, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. One of the two. Jeremy Clements finally finishes good, top 15. Um, he he was Ty Gibbs that race. Brendan Poole in 18th, missed out in the top 15. Brandon Jones in the top 20. Sam Mayer, he started fifth, finished 20th. Dean Thompson in 24th. Anthony Alfredo, 36, 13 laps down. Not many other people to highlight. Usually everyone that's up front finish up front. People in the back finish in the back.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, Sunday's race. First, I think we're going to go work backwards. I want to talk about Ty Gibbs for a second. As both of you know, I've been a fan of Ty Gibbs for a little bit. Even when he was in the O'Reilly series, winning his Daytona Road Course, I was like, wow, this is kind of legit. He's here, and it's not just. And then of course he wins a
Yeah,
championship.
He wanted peanut butter crackers.
But like, honestly, I did not expect him to win this late in like his first win to be this late in his career in the Cup Series, just based off of like what he did in the O'Reilly series at the time, Xfinity. But it's just, that was so cool to see as a sport, right? Like everything that happened, he wins. Yeah, he stays out. He beats Larson and Blaney, who's been probably the best two all day. Well, obviously the best two all day, but like I think Blaney was probably the best. Um, Larson just had a lot of track position. We'll get into why Blaney is never leading laps. But realistically, Ty Gibbs, I feel like this was going to be the track. This was going to be the year that he does break it. And I picked him. I thought it was the perfect storm. I thought he was actually going to dominate the race, but it ended up not working out that way. And then I just everything with his mom, everything with his, with Coach Gibbs. I just felt like it was such a cool moment for our sport. And of course, everyone's like, "Oh, the nepo baby won." Oh, of course he's giving all his credit to his grandpa, like all this stuff. But like, our sport was built off of families, right? Like this should be celebrated. This should not be taken away. I mean, as a Chase fan, of course, I'm a little biased about family and heritage about like in the sport, but like Dale Jr. also got the same treatment in a sense of all those voices and things like that. But like, this is what the sport is all about. It's a family oriented. They, you know, they put their hard work into it. Yeah, of course he had the best cars growing up and going through the ranks, but like that's just life. Like some people are just gonna have it easier, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, and I feel like people are gonna people have already been like, oh, Ty Gibbs won, whoop de doo. Like this is bigger than the sport itself. Like in a sense of like what it looks like from the outside perspective. Um, I just miss this type of environment, and I feel like the sport is missing this environment ever since Dale Jr. and I think Senior like what about the Allisons? Like what about like all these people that actually made the sport? The Wood brothers, like literally the whole Wood family, made a race team and made this work. Um, I think we just missed that, and so that's my whole thought about Ty Gibbs winning. I loved it. I thought it was great. I wish he would have dominated the race just based off of like people were like, oh, he just stayed out, he got it, but like he totally outdrove him, right? If now, of course, they run fresh tires, but like, who cares about the car? Like everyone's gonna have excuses for how he won, but like he still beat him, right? Like so that's the thing that he needs to take with him. And just the moment with his mom, like in the car, giving her the checkered flag after his dad passing away, the day after he wins a championship. Like there's so much in his life that has been up and down just based off with his family, and I feel like that was a really cool moment. Um, y'all have any thoughts on Ty Gibbs before we move on?
Yeah, I want to add on just to what you said. I wish I could remember what you just said, but I know what I'm going to say to it. But Ty Gibbs like winning this race and like about like yeah like about you saying about something about the car, like people saying stuff about the car, it's just the car and how I mean arguably I've seen this kind of floating around. I think me and you talked about it as well. Is this is like some of the best generation of racing we've ever seen. Granted, the racing in general, like the dirty air and everything, but there's so much. Like I feel like there's so much more battles when it comes to like mile and a halves and better close finishes, and everything. And short tracks have honestly grew, for sure. They were struggled. They struggled at first for sure because that was horrible. That Martinsville race was the worst race I've ever seen. But they've gotten better, so that's good. But this is definitely one of the best generations of cars I've ever seen with all the new people coming in and being faster and more of like the mo- the middle tier teams like being faster as well and being able to have a chance to win. Obviously, you have like RFK. Granted, and Brad came over helped them out. Of course, that's going to be a big key. But even when like that first year, like you can see how the next gen car helped them out so much, and Inspire as well. and then front row, of course, as well too. So and Ty Gibbs, it took him a second to get used to it. But I think that was something he just needed. I think he needed this win, and I think this definitely sets up for more in the future. I don't think he wins only one race. I think he wins another one this season. Just knowing how good he's been running, he's ran around top. He's ran top 10 pretty much every week. So
He's
that's
finished top
very
6 in the
impressive.
last 7 races, and that's not even a meme. Like I'm being serious.
Nice. Uh, but yeah, Ty Gibbs, very proud of him. Big, big fan as well, just like you, Dylan. So I've kind of, and like that last caution, I actually woke up when I caught right before the caution came out, and I seen Kyle Busch, Riley Herbst, and I heard Mike Joy go. That's about 185 laps of payback, and I was like, oh, nice. So I was very, very frustrated because I thought Blaine was going to have it in the bag after that caution came out. But luckily, Ty Gibbs was smart, took the top for the restart, which was the best lane all race to start off with. Um, and Ryan Blaney was super loose on that last run, and I think he was a little too loose for the short run to be fast enough to pass him, unfortunately. But congrats to Ty Gibbs, and very happy that he got his first win as well.
Yeah. Honestly, like Dylan said, this sport was built on families. I mean, you look in the field now, like it's not just Ty Gibbs, it's Blaney, it's Brad, Chase, Cindric, KFB, Todd Gillen, Jason, all in some sort of way. They don't all have to be drivers, but all their families are there.
Absolutely. I mean I just feel like we should be celebrating that, and so I love what you said. Obviously, Ryan Blaney did have some struggles with his pit crew. You, Cody, you saw a tweet or a post about how is it the 34
Oh
car?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I saw a post. They posted it was like a side by side view of Todd Gillen's pit crew and Blaney's pit crew. And it's even known that Gillen's pit crew is a Penske development pit crew and was way faster. It was like a second and a half faster than Blaney's pit crew on that one stop. I think it was like with 100 to go, I think, or whatever that was. But I was like, dude, as a Penske development pit crew, it should not be faster than an actual Penske pit crew. That should just not be happening.
yeah, like that's
So I don't know. It's stupid. I don't know. And it's happened the last year and a half. Like, well, 2023, it wasn't horrible. It was like they weren't the best, obviously, but like they're able to hold on enough to obviously he won the championship. So that was good for him. But like this year and a half has just been so stupid. Like it should not be this bad as a Penske pit crew. Like if we seen this as Hendrick or even JGR pit crew, it's an instant change. Like we seen it with I think it was Bell or Hamlin one of the years 2023 24. They switched Gibbs pit crew because it was like the best all year in the playoffs. So like that's what it should be happening. You see, give no disrespect to Gillen and the 34 team, but give that pit crew Blaney's pit crew to them. Let the Penske development pit crew be to Blaney. That's just what should be happening. There's, but I will say when they are on time and like they're on point, they are fast but it's just not consistent. And they need to be consistent, which is Gillen's pit crew is. So I think that needs to be changed for sure.
And that's what forces Blaney out of the 12.
yeah. I mean, literally, Penske is is making Blaney an elite driver to a great driver right now. Like, like if he doesn't have these issues, I mean, heck,
I mean, I picked him for a reason.
like he's good, and I know that, you know, I joked around about that post that went around was like, oh, of course you like the next gen because you're a Blaney fan. He went from a mid driver to the best in the series, right? But like that's saying something. He's the best in the series with this car. Like at every type of track. Now the road courses he's not that great, but like he's getting better at, you know? And I just feel like if they get this pit crew right and he has clean air like every single race, I mean I could see a dominant type of season if they figure that out. Uh, but I think if you wherever Blaney goes, his Jonathan Hassler needs to go with him because That duo is nuts when it comes to the setup in the car. So, but we had some KFB / Riley Herbst stuff going on. First off, all I gotta say is KFB. Why are you messing with Herbst? Like this, he's the whole ass. Like, what are you doing?
Is he?
Like, I mean, he had a great race. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he qualified well. You know, he ran good until he got past, and then he started to like really fade. But the clean air really helped a lot. But I think, but man, Kyle Busch, why are we wrecking Herbst? Like what the hell? But I thought it was funny. I think it was deserved. The payback was deserved. I watched Herbst's in car, and his spotter literally said, "Get to his left rear. You know he'd do it to you." And literally the next corner, he goes into his left rear, spins him out. Like that was like what the heck? Like what are you? Like I thought the spotters ain't supposed to be talking about that. But hey, that's just whatever. And then KFB, you saw him get loose and didn't let off. He was like, I don't care if you wreck or not. So that's funny. Nothing other big on that. I thought we were gonna kind of see like an interaction on pit road, but nothing like that. Overall, the Cup race, I thought it was great. That was a good race for next gen standards without the explosion of the tires. The both lanes worked perfect. That was the first race since they put the PJ1 where the top and the bottom was pretty similar. It's just based off of how your car handled, So I really enjoyed that because you could actually choose both lanes instead of just running the top or just running the bottom. I give this race a 7.6, just based off of like what I saw. I thought it was great. Of course, it's still the next gen at Bristol, and it is what it is. But how about you?
I think the race was really good for honestly being next gen at Bristol because we've seen how that has been before, and next gen at a short track as well. I think I'm just gonna one up you because I want to, so I'm gonna give this race a 7.7.
Yeah, not a bad Bristol race. Probably the best of the next gen era so far. Be right with y'all again. I'll go like 7.4.
I like it. All right. Well, can you highlight some finishers and I'll get some points updation going on?
So obviously we'll have Ty Gibbs, first career win. Congrats to him. Blaney, the fact that your pit crew is ranked 35th and you're finishing second is insane. So I'm going to give it to you. Then you got Todd Gilliland with a 6th place finish, which is kind of surprising, honestly. Ryan Preece in 8th, Suarez in 12th, and AJ Allmendinger just bringing home a 15th, honestly.
I feel like AJ Allmendinger has been pretty impressive this year as well. To add on to that,
I mean, look at Suarez. He had the beef with Chastain, and now look at him. Like, I haven't seen Chastain near the front.
I do want to say something about Allmendinger. Well, so also another thing with that, like they're not getting Chevrolet support. Like that's just raw setup minds and pace. Like that's not. They're not getting any sim. They're not getting any. That's super impressive.
Who else? Did I miss anyone? No.
the Hendrick cars for running horribly.
William Byron's still racing.
Is he? I don't know. But Bowen might be still racing.
No. Might be a little dizzy.
Yeah, he said it's time to go.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna do all the points updates. Actually, Cody, can you do the Cup one after I do the Truck and O'Reilly, so that I can get the paint scheme review going? So
Yeah.
trucks, the top 12 is Chandler Smith, -1 is Caden Honeycutt. -4 is Corey Heim. Tied with him is Lane Riggs. -17 is Christian Eckes. -21 is Gio Ruggiero. And then we have the 3 ThorSport trucks, Ty Majeski, Ben Rhodes, and Jake Garcia, with -27 or 26, 27, and then -62. Justin Haley's in the top 10 in points with the first year with the Ram, -64. Stuart Friesen, actually, I'm surprised he's so low, -68. And Tyler Ankrum, oh, wait, no, it's the top 10. I'm sorry, not 12.
Yes, top 10.
And so Stuart Friesen out of there by 4 points. Surprises, Daniel Hemrick still -92. That's probably all the surprise. Daniel Dye -144. I'm joking. That was a joke. O'Reilly, Justin Allgaier is destroying the field. Like, it's insane. Sheldon Creed -130 back is in second. And then Jesse Love, Corey Day, Carson Quapple, Austin Hill, Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones, Parker Retzloff still in the top 10. William Swallage, Raja Caruth is still in the chase in 11th. And then Taylor Gray is finishing off your chase format with 12th position at -240 from the lead. The first person out is Ryan Sieg, -28 points. And then Sam Mayer, Brennan Pohl, and then Brett Cruz from the line is only 75 points back. That's actually not bad. So he's probably still going to make the chase. And then Cody, if you could do the Cup Series for us.
We got Todd Reddick still in first place after last Bristol. Blenny gained 23 or 33 points. I can't remember if it was 95 or if it was 85. It's one of the two.
85.
I can't remember that one. 85. Yeah. So he gained 23 points at Bristol. Good for Blaney. Hampton in third, -86. Gibbs jumped up to fourth after the win with -105. Elliott in fifth, -122. Larson in sixth, -126. Byron in seventh, -141. Bubba in eighth, -150. Bell in ninth, -155. Busher in 10th, -156. Brad Kozlowski in 11th, -157. Logano in 12th, -168. Hocevar in 13th, -177. And then him and Ryan Priest are tied with -177 to Reddick. And then Suarez, -194. And SVG to round off the top 16 for the chase, -209. And Briscoe is 1 point behind. Cindric is 5. McDowell is 6. And then you have Allmendinger -21. 20. Some people that are running that should be higher in the standings. We have Chastain in 21st, Bush in 24th. They should really be the stars of their team, and they're just not. So they need to definitely step it up, in my opinion. Riley Hurst in 29th. Heck yeah, dude, to crack the top 30. Noah Gregson 31st. I feel like he should be running better as well. And Connersville is just still in the 30s and -302. So.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
30 game.
30 gang. How far is Bowman back?
-362.
To the cut line.
Yeah.
Negative
Oh, wait, to the
360.
to the cut line? Shit. Hang on. 230, 362, 362 -230.
That's still not bad.
I mean,
140?
132.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, 132-ish.
That is not bad.
Yeah.
That's possible. Obviously, it's not a championship run just based off of the way the seeding
Well,
goes.
yeah, no.
But like,
It's possible to make the playoffs.
That would be crazy.
Chase, not playoffs. I mean, we need a
Yeah,
storyline
playoffs.
for this season.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I mean, Chase Briscoe -1 now. That comeback is insane as well. But we do have the paint scheme review. Cody, you're doing it alone unless you want some help.
I can do it alone if y'all just want to add some stuff to the paint schemes, like just quickly, if y'all want to.
Oh, my bad. All right, here we are. I didn't mean to go.
Uh, First off, in ninth, we get Williams Wallage. He runs this scheme quite a bit, but I don't know, this green on the spoiler and the splitter has just made it look 10 times better. So that's what made it crack the top nine, and I love the green and orange.
Was that
Um,
number on the side
couple of my
red?
favorite.
Or is
No,
that
it's a
It's
just
like a
chrome orange.
it's
chrome.
just the
Yeah,
lighting? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's a chrome orange. That's why it looks like that. Get Dana Hemrick. Uh, shoot, sorry, Dana Hemrick in eighth. I I mean, I just love green, so I think green, black, and white just really caught my eye. Definitely wanted to put it up here, and I love the green 19 as well. It's a very nice design.
Yeah, you love green. I can't even see it. So that does do.
We got Ross Chastain seventh. Um, I thought the scheme was pretty nice, but there's definitely some better schemes out there for sure that are coming up. I love the big old fish on the side next to the number. It's hard to see, but I love how there's like a white number and then like a chrome outline right next to the number. So I think it looks nice as well. I just love how it's throughout the whole scheme and it's not just certain points of the scheme. We have Bubba Wallace in sixth. A big WWE guy is me. So I think I think everyone on the podcast saw this one coming that it was going to be here. Um, I was kind of worried, like at first when I seen it, I didn't know if it was going to be good or not because of just like just the design of it on the side, and I was like, this could have a chance to be good. Seen it on the track, and I thought it just looked great. I love the black, white, and gray. Um, Very kind of like classic scheme, the black, white, and gray, and I love that they have the WrestleMania logo as well, and the like the streaks design going on as well. We have Dawson Sutton and the 26 truck with the Tennessee Vols. I thought the scheme looked really good under the lights, and you can kind of see it. You can see it now. Um, Unfortunately, I'm probably could have had this higher, but just being a Kentucky fan, just can't do that. The disrespect to fellow Kentucky fans, just can't do it. But I thought this game looked really good.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That Tennessee orange was so good under the lights. It looked that
It
was
is.
that was nice.
We got Rajah Caruth from the 32 with the HitedCards.com. It's kind of weird how, we always talk about how bad these schemes are, but all it takes is a little change for it to actually look pretty nice. And that neon number, the neon streak going across the door as well, love it. Like
I don't like it.
this scheme just popped. I don't see how you don't like this. I feel like it makes it pop. I get so tired of the Larson, Ricky Hendrick
I just
scheme.
realized that this is a Bubba's 33 scheme. I didn't even notice
I
it.
thought about putting it on there, but
Nah, it's too
you know
plain.
why I
Yeah,
couldn't.
yeah,
You know why I couldn't. We got Columbus though starting off the top three. This scheme is hot. I love how it's
yeah.
angled. Like this foot.
It
I
looks
guess I wouldn't
fast.
say spiked. Yes, even though it didn't seem fast. But it looks fast. That's all that matters. Um, I guess. So I love how it's like pointed at the front and it's all pointed downward as well. I've always loved like on their schemes, on the trackhouse schemes. Well, I guess SVG and Village with the Red Bull like yellow going across the headlights. I thought that's pretty cool as well. And this honestly looks way better than the O'Reilly car that he ran, but the scheme looks so nice.
Perfect.
We had Chase Briscoe and the five truck. Uh, I actually have, well, for example, I have like a Mobile One diecast of Bell with like more of like the modern design, uh, with it kind of just looking more simple with the Pegasus as well. But I think the flames just made the scheme really pop and the different shade of blue on the door and like to black it looks like. I think that looks pretty clean as well. I love the red five. I think the scheme is just it just speaks for itself in my opinion. best scheme of the night, best scheme of the week. The High Rock Vodka from Carson Quapple. Love the scheme. I've always loved it. Especially when Junior first brought out uh Junior Junior Motorsports cars running the scheme. When I think it was Josh Berry that ran it first at Homestead a few years back. This game has just always looked good. There's just no doubt about it. The orange just pops. Like it's a beautiful scheme, beautiful design, and I love how like, it looks like it's mountains that you're climbing on the sides of the doors, and I love like the orange kind of like lines going down the side as well. I think it looks really nice.
Well, by the way, it looks like a bottle. By the way,
Ah,
if you didn't know,
nice. I do see that.
yeah, that
That makes it
that
look a little
scheme is
better.
hot. I mean, holy cow!
Yeah.
If someone could give me a diecast and or a shirt, uh, I wouldn't mind it. That's all I gotta say.
I think he's
Okay.
talking to me. I'm going to a race this weekend. Yeah.
Not talking to me.
Well, that is it for our paint scheme review. Um, DCD, do you have any news? What was the ratings from the
Oh,
week before?
we'll start with the news. Obviously, Bowman's back. Not a good run. Not his fault though, but just glad to have him back. Cletus did not get approved for Talladega. That's kind of big. I honestly didn't expect them to not approve him. I thought they wanted to market him a little more, but I kind of like the decision. And then I got nothing for trucks, so I'll move on to the TV ratings unless y'all got anything.
Uh, I I saw something, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, did you talk about speed weeks or like
Oh yeah, you're right.
January? Yeah,
Yeah, 2027, the speed weeks are coming back, basically. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Phenomenal. They're gonna test some packages for the next gen car with the draft. In those
Dude,
tests,
they have to put Junior in a car just to get the feel for it, right?
I he says he doesn't want to do it, but like I feel like it would help the sport a lot. Just to
If not,
understand,
who's it
like,
gonna be? Denny, Blaney.
yeah, but then they're just gonna want to ever do what's best for them, you know.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah.
I think, I think we need. I have thoughts. I'm glad that it's also going to be open to the public. I hope it is televised. I don't know if they said that or not.
I don't know. I didn't read all that.
But I will say, if they don't, at least put it on Prime. Market Prime very well. Also, they said that the Clash might be going to Daytona because of this as well. So
Great.
we might be back. Like this may be our childhood. Well, maybe not yours, Cody, but like, this is gonna be fun for us.
Eric Jones might win again.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Eric Jones is
I
back,
can add
baby.
Eric Jones is back, baby. I can add some news. Austin Dillon being announced to race at Texas in a couple of weeks for RCR. So that's pretty big for him.
That came out
I
today.
feel like he's definitely. Yeah, I did.
I don't know. I haven't been on my
I
phone
think it
all
was.
day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was today. So that's pretty cool for him to come back to O'Reilly and race that. So
All right. Well, then, if we're going on to the TV ratings, the O'Reilly race at Rockingham had 1.165 million viewers, which is up 11% from last year. And then the truck race had 322,000, down 4% from last year, which is the least watch race this season. But viewership is still averaging 810,000 views through 5 races, which is up 30% year over year.
I don't know how. Maybe they're putting on mute. Like, oh, one thing I forgot to add about the O'Reilly race: Dylan Welch was the play-by-play. He did a phenomenal job. I like if let's say he doesn't. Let's say Double A ends up going to Fox, like hopefully by the play-by-play guy. I would love that. And Mike Joy's about to head out. I love Mike Joy a lot, but like he's getting old. But if they pick a guy, pick Dylan. Like he was really good. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about, and like he did things. Like he goes the the Joe Gibbs Racing 20 car. Like he talked about the team. He talked about like the driver. Like each battle, he said he even said their sponsor, like their manufacturer. It wasn't just Jones and Gibbs side by side. Like it wasn't stuff like that, right? Um, but I know that's my like little stuff to add to your play by play, but I feel like that's super um, beneficial. So, but anyways, that's all I had to say for that for TV ratings. Because by the way, the truck race, we got to do something about Jamie. Like I know we've been saying it, but like, can I fire? Like shit. I'm trying. I'll take her job, man. I stutter all the time. But anyways,
I think anybody can be better than Jamie Little. Not gonna
I I think I would rather see Chase Elliott in the booth, and he would be a mop up there.
Has he ever been in the booth?
No,
For like the driver stuff?
I don't think so. No, that's not his thing. He's
I
not.
know it's not, but still.
Like, if I'm being
give me
real,
Cindric replacing Jamie Little every week.
Cindric did
please.
awesome. Like he's good. I just think he needs some. If he has support, Anyways, I won't get into the Fox thing, but we will get into the in the draft questions. That Hunter obviously he's not here with us tonight, but he sent me his questions, also his responses as well. So I'll ask you the question. I'll tell you his response, and Cody, and then Dylan, you can answer first, and then I'll finish it off. First question is: does the Ty Gibbs win open up the floodgates? His response says yes. I think he wins multiple races this season. Cody, what's your thoughts?
I kind of mentioned on earlier about him winning multiple races as well, so absolutely.
Yeah, I can see him get one or two more. I could see a road course probably, and maybe a mile and a half.
Yeah, I don't. If he doesn't win again this year, I think next year though, he's going to be super fast off the gate, and I feel like it's going to be a really good year for Ty Gibbs. Because I think at the end of this year, I think Chevrolet's is going to be the team. Just based off of like, I know Hendrick and I know Chevy. They hate losing, so the end of the season is going to be Larson, Byron, Chase. Like those three are going to dominate. I feel like, but I could be wrong. So if not this season, he will have a lot of wins next season. Second question: who is the biggest prospect in NASCAR right now? His response was Brett Cruz. Cody, who you think?
Dumbo, if you want to go ahead of me, because I definitely think on this one. I really don't want to say the same guy. So,
are we leaving Corey Heim off the list? Does he count right now?
I would say let's not put him just based off of
because he doesn't guaranteed ride right now.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Honestly, I don't really pay that much attention sometimes to the lower series, but as much as people talk about him, I'm gonna go with Parker Retzlaff.
That's a great pick.
I think so. And oh man, I think we just gotta look at Jesse Love. In my opinion, I think he's a guy that has a championship that can definitely start shining more, and definitely has the ability to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I mean, obviously, I really think Brett Cruz is the answer here. But I actually really like what I'm seeing from Corey Day the last couple weeks. I was very hard on him, but I feel like there's a reason why Jeff Gordon and Kyle Larson really like him, and so, yeah, I feel like he's just to be a little different. But I think Brett Cruz is the right answer. Alrighty, and the last question, it's a fun one. Actually, let me go back. Sorry, I went to the wrong chat. What's your favorite Bristol memory from growing up? His was Tony Stewart two-handed throw with the helmet to Matt Kenseth.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that really does make sense.
Cody, do you have any?
I can't remember the year, but I'd probably say Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch battling out at Bristol to come out on for I think it was Kyle Busch that came out on top. Actually, I
Yeah,
think I did it twice, if I'm not
20,
mistaken.
2018. Is that when
Wait,
Sounds
we
yeah,
about
I
went?
right.
think
Is that when we went,
uh
or the other one?
yeah, whenever
Yeah,
well we went
2018.
to
2018.
multiple
Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like I'm pretty sure like I feel like it came out like both ways. I'm pretty sure they fought twice. Like Kyle Busch had it, and then Kurt Busch had the next one. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a great memory to have, especially for a race that you went to.
Yeah. Well, mine's will be the iconic one. I'll take the 2004 Dale Jr. win. But
Freaking Unk.
I mean,
It's Bristol, baby.
the honorable mentions 2019 because that's when I kind of really got back into it, and I had no idea who Matty D was, and that was just a good race.
Uh,
I remember it too.
my favorite Bristol memory, um, actually, it's a Kyle Busch one as well, but it is him sweeping the weekend, for the first time in 2010. I did not like Kyle Busch back then, but doing that, sweeping the weekend was like, I changed my attitude about Kyle Busch. I mean, I was 10 years old, so like I didn't really have a lot to say, anyways. But I just think that was the moment that I was like, okay, this I need to stop not cheering for this guy. Like he has something that we need to pay attention to, and and then also another just an honorable mention for me is the same weekend when Brad Keselowski came on the thing and he goes, Kyle Busch is an ass, right? And then Kyle Busch said, who? Like that's aura. Like, where's that Kyle Busch? Now we're wrecking herbs. What are we doing? But anyways,
It's gotten so bad. It's gotten to him wrecking Riley Herbst.
yeah, that's
Like that's embarrassing.
he went from wrecking Brad Keselowski and him saying who to the 12 car. Like that's funny. But now we're like, man, Riley Herbst. But that's the end of those questions. Thank you, Hunter, for submitting those. Hopefully to see you soon and asking them yourself. I think it's time for picks. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's pull up the pick points here. Slideshow. And here is the standings. DA just surpassed DJ with 46 points. DJ has 45. I am now in third with 43. Hunter fell down to fourth with 42. DCD, you didn't move, did you? You stayed in fifth, right?
I probably stayed in the same.
Yeah.
No, you were the first pick last week.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
was
Okay.
that's because
three spots.
Homeboy wasn't here. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our standings. So I will tell you the preview.
hey, he got the colors right.
I did.
Yeah, good job, Dylan.
The first thing I said was, I got the colors right this week. The O'Reilly race is on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CW, 200 laps, 300 miles. Who is your O'Reilly win pick, Cody?
The part of me that wants to win the O'Reilly 2026 championship wants me to go with him, but I just can't miss out on a William Byron pick in O'Reilly, so I'm gonna go with William Byron.
Bang.
Not bad. You know, I don't think Willie B's that good at Kansas.
Where?
I'm gonna not answer that. I think today's the day. Corey Day. Welcome.
If I go to O'Reilly and if I go to the O'Reilly race and I see Corey Day win, I'm boycotting NASCAR.
That's super funny.
He can win any of the race, just not the rest of Jones, please.
I do not have any O'Reilly picks from anybody else, so it'll just be me, and then we can move on to the Cup race. Um, man, give me Brandon Jones. I'll do it. I'll say it. This is the only
Yes.
track that he's good at. So
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. My bad. Uh, so yeah, Brandon Jones is
Put a
winning this
Martinsville
weekend. So now we head on to the Cup race. It's on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Back on Big Fox for the first time in a couple weeks. 267 laps. 400.5 miles. Who is going to suck? Cody.
I'm just gonna keep it simple and plain. Sorry, DA. Kyle Busch is gonna suck.
Damn. Well, I'm not going to pick Cody's favorite driver. I'm going to pick his teammate. He's going to have a bad weekend. JHN.
I was actually kind of thinking that, but I feel like he actually runs decent at Kansas. So.
He's been running decent, but I could see something happening.
Hunter sent me his second pick. It is Suarez. My suck pick is actually going to be surprising. 2311 honestly hasn't been good here the last couple of years. They were dominant the first couple, but I actually think Bubba Wallace is going to struggle this week.
That's a bold take.
That is a bold take. But that's all the others, so we can go to your good run. Who's going to have a good run?
I mean, might as well. Forham's gonna have a good run.
Damn it.
That fucking laugh. Am I really gonna? Oh my god, this pains my soul. But Joey Logano is gonna have a good run.
Hunter's good run is Chase Elliott. My good run is actually. Let's do SVG. He ran well at Vegas. Well, actually, no, he didn't. Never mind. Forget what I said. He sucked at Vegas. But who is going to win the Cup race? What is it called? I didn't get. Oh, the Kansas Lottery 300. Nope, that's the Advent Help 400.
Well, I'll say it's normally Advent.
Cody, who is your win pick?
It's been so long. 36 races. I don't know if he can do it. I don't know if he can get the win. But he has finished top 10 in every Kansas race in the next gen car except for one race. And so I think I can trust that. I'm going to go Kyle Larson.
I don't think he gets it done. I think the guy who should have won one of the last Kansas races gets it done. Bubba Wallace.
Bang.
How did Chase Elliott win the last one? Does anyone remember?
Mickey.
Denny walled his car.
No, I was saying because Diddy Hammond on this podcast completely forgot how Chase Elliott won that Kansas race.
Did he
And
say
then
that?
he realized how Chase Elliott won this, and then he completely moved on to a different conversation.
That's so funny. So wait, who did you pick, DCD?
Bubba Wallace.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
That's gonna be good to watch for you.
Hunter's he got his second pick. Brad Keselowski is winning this race.
Has won this race.
My pick. Oh man.
Say it.
Who did I have?
You know you want to.
Say it.
You know you want to say it.
I don't.
You know you want to.
I actually had someone pulled up. I had someone circled, and I totally forgot who I did.
Alex Bowman.
There's actually one There's a person that's finished top 10 in every Kansas Next Gen race, but I won't say who it is.
Dang it! I forgot who I had circled.
Say it.
Yeah,
I don't think he's picking him either. So
I'll say it. Chase Elliott wins his second race of the year.
we would have seen that coming.
That's not who I actually had picked. I just couldn't think. Da also sent me his pick. He is going Ryan Blaney. He got his first pick.
Kansas?
Yeah.
No, I feel
I
about
don't.
blaming at Kansas.
Actually, he was gonna be one of my picks, but I
So
decided
the
no.
people I didn't get was DJ or Damon.
That's fine.
Alrighty. Well, that's it for us. It was a quick podcast. We only had literally an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. There was nobody in the chat this week. That sucks, but that's okay.
It's fine.
We didn't have a lot of people talking anyway, so it wasn't that interesting. It was just the brothers, and then you came in halfway. So, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell your
Hit the
grandma.
notification bell.
Don't forget to tell your grandma.
That too.
Yeah. Your grandma
It's
needs to
always
know about
important.
us.
Yeah.
Bring the gifts. All right.